Good morning, hello, and welcome to This Date in History, aka TDH. This show is all about the events that occurred to date in years past, both recognized by other historians, but mainly things we personally find intriguing enough for us to bring to you. The sources of this information come from the Smart Device application, Today in History, What Happened Today in History, Historical Calendar, and the website onthisday.com. For links to those sources, the music done by Carrera, and anything else potentially interesting, check the underbar of the description below. Anyway, I am Aoxander, and today I am joined by...
Proto.
Oh, you're distant.
Protoblob.
There you are. Alright. Anyway, today is Tuesday, aka Tuesday, aka Tuesday, January 10th, 2023. So, we got highlighted one right off of the bat. Julius Caesar crosses the Rubicon. Mr. Blob, do you want to tell us about this?
Yes, sir. In 49 BC, Julius Caesar defies the Roman Senate and crosses the Rubicon, uttering "Alea jacta est," the die is cast, signaling the start of civil war, which would lead to his appointment as Roman dictator for life.
So, yeah. So he's like, "Oh, are you challenging me? Well, bet." And then he won. So yeah.
And also, crossing the Rubicon has become a very famous idiom.
Yes.
After that. In 1430, the Catholic Order of the Golden Fleece was founded in Bruges, however that's pronounced.
Bruges.
In Bruges, in celebration of the prosperous and wealthy domains of Philip the Good, Duke of Burgundy. Oh my God, yeah, I can talk.
I only know about Bruges because I saw a movie recommended to me by a friend a while ago called In Bruges, and it was spelled In Bruges. But Bruges is a really lovely, really old city in Brussels. Not Brussels. Brussels? No, Belgium. Not Brussels, Belgium. So.
Oh, shouldn't it be France if it's Burgundy?
No. Philip the Good, Duke of Burgundy. So whatever was happening in Bruges was a celebration of which maybe Burgundy had Bruges at the time. I don't know. I don't know the history of Bruges, but it's a city in Belgium? No. Is Belgium a city or a country? I can't remember.
In any case, that was
Sorry.
yes. In any case, that was a bit after Jeanne d'Arc fought in the 100 Years' War. Like she fought in 1429.
All right.
Anywho.
Senor.
Yes, sir. In 1642, King Charles I and his family flee London for Hampton Court, fearing for their lives, not to return for 7 years.
Wow. So, I guess that must be during the one of their civil wars or something. So, no, I don't know. I don't know that much about European history, let alone, individual countries and such like that. So, I have a lot to study for.
Currently, we have Charles III as English king.
Anyway, Royal African Company, 1663, King Charles II affirmed a new charter for the Royal African Company, granting it a monopoly over trade along the west coast of Africa in, quote, redwood, elephant's teeth, that word, slaves, hides, wax, Guinea grains, or other commodities of those countries, end quote. So, yeah, slave trade, going on in there, unfortunately, but that's because Africans sold other Africans. We didn't go in there with nets to hunt people down. That's ridiculous. So,
yeah.
But then in 1776, Common Sense pamphlet by Thomas Paine was published, advocating U.S. or American independence. So, yeah. Common sense is not so common, unfortunately, these days. Kind of ironic, actually. But yeah, no, the Common Sense pamphlet is just it's just common sense. Like why are we paying all these exorbitant taxes? They're not doing anything. They're not representing us. We get no representation. Why are we still, abiding by their rules? When they're not doing anything for us. Why are we doing something for them? It's common sense. Essentially, is the message of that pamphlet, if I'm correct.
So you think they will become independent from England?
I think they did.
Don't spoiler. Anyway, in 1801, William Henry Harrison is appointed the first governor of the Indiana Territory, and I think he was later president.
Yes. Yes, he became the 9th U.S. president. That's cool.
In 1833, Felix Mendelssohn's cantata Die erste Walpurgisnacht premieres in Berlin.
Alright. Yeah, see, like I told you, you do a lot of good things for the show. You pronounce the German stuff really good, so...
Yeah, Walpurgisnacht is one of those nights where the witches traditionally are out. The Beltane and those things.
Oh, okay. Oh, there we go.
And in 1840, uniform penny post mail system starts throughout the United Kingdom, an idea championed by Rowland Hill to increase the volume of mail and its availability to poorest
classes.
And its availability to poorer classes.
Yes.
Yes.
So basically allowing everybody the ability to utilize the postage system, which is awesome. So...
Yes.
Yep. That was your 3, right?
Yes.
Okay. 1845, poets Elizabeth Barrett and Robert Browning began corresponding. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what they did together. Never heard of them before, really. But cool.
They corresponded.
Okay. And then 1870, John D. Rockefeller incorporated Standard Oil, and it's the start of when he became a really big name, one of the big movers and shakers in the history of the founding of this nation, or the continuation of this nation. Not the founding, but in the Industrial Revolution. There's a series out there called The Men Who Built America, and Rockefeller is one of them. Westinghouse, J.P. Morgan,
Yes.
all those guys, the big names. So.
Wait. 1878.
1878, U.S. Senate proposed female suffrage. Yes. Why is that not highlighted, bro? Good eye, by the way. Good eye on catching that. But yeah, good. So all the way back then, and it took until 1921, 1922 before it finally was ratified. So that's roughly that's 45 years, give or take. Probably actually a little bit less, but still, that's an entire adult life.
In 2 generations.
Ridiculous. But hey, at least it was proposed. It took a while, but it got there, so...
Yeah.
1890, Pope Leo the 13th published encyclical Sabentele Christiane, and let's take a look at that to see if I can figure out anything more about that. Let's see here. Let me bigger that here. Here we go. No, not that one. I'll just take this one here. From the Vatican itself. On Christians as citizens. Alright. Well, I'm going to copy and paste this link into the underbar of the description for further reading if the viewers do so wish. We cannot focus too much on one subject, unfortunately, but we do advocate for people to go look things up themselves. It's always nice. You never know what rabbit hole you'll find. Anyway, I believe it's back to you, good sir. 1997?
Alright, in 1897, Henrik Ibsen's play John Gabriel Borkman premieres in Helsingfors.
Nice. Cool beard, too. He's got some, biker mutton chop beard mustache thing going on. That's pretty cool.
I don't like it, but okay. In 1897, Vincent de Indies Istar premieres in Amsterdam and Brussels.
Alright.
And in the year 1900, British generals Frederick Roberts and Herbert Kitchener. Wait.
I think
but
that
here
might be his full name.
The British generals Frederick Roberts and Herbert Kitchener reached Cape Town during the Second Boer War.
Yeah, let me just double check to see. Oh, he was the first Earl Kitchener, so maybe that's what they're saying.
Yeah, actually it should be Horatio Herbert Kitchener.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah.
As always, our source is very
questionable. So, yeah.
I think
Was that your 3 again already?
I thought so.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, we're hammering these out, aren't we? 1916, in retaliation for President Woodrow Wilson's recognition of the Karazanga government, members of Pancho Villa's Revolutionary Army took 17 U.S. mining engineers from a train and shoot 16 of them in cold blood. Holy crap!
Wow.
Bro, really? Like, that's not gonna end well for Pancho Villa, and it didn't. 1917, suffragists, the Silent Sentinels, first protest outside the White House in Washington, led by Alice Paul and the National Women's Party. So yeah, we're talking about suffrage, and here we go, back in 1917, more suffrage stuff. But thankfully this, they'll see some fruits of their labor within just about 5 years. So.
Yes.
Then we got a music premiere here in 1928. George Gershwin, Sigmund Romberg, and P.G. Woodhouse's musical Rosalie premiered in New York. All right. Oh, this guy.
And also in 1928, the Soviet Union orders exile of Leon Trotsky.
Yep, we were talking about Leon and Joseph having a little squabble in the power vacuum after Lenin's death, and Stalin won. So.
Yeah. In 1929, Elmer Rice's Street Scene premieres in New York City.
All right, that's a big hat for his head, but yeah.
In 1938, Jean Anouilh's La Sauvage premieres in Paris.
All right.
And nobody can speak those names.
Nope. Now, before we continue, I do want to say that I'm getting a warning of heavy rain soon, so there might be some hiccups with the internet. Like I might lag, the stream might lag, so I'm out here in California. Like we're not getting hit majorly by that Pineapple Express thing. That's more of the coast and in Northern California, but we're still getting wet out here. But anyway, we're going to move on up to 1943. The first U.S. president to visit a foreign country in wartime, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, left for Casablanca and Morocco. So that's interesting. But he did a lot of traveling out there, during the war, because it was a big thing,
Maybe he loved the movie Casablanca, and that's why he went there.
I think Casablanca... Actually, when did Casablanca come out? When did Casablanca come out? 1943. This was 1943. Huh.
Yeah, well, it was 2 weeks earlier. The movie was 2 weeks later than.
Okay. Oh well, I guess he had like future vision. I don't know. Anyway, 1951, Maurice Richards scored his 16th career hat trick in the Montreal Canadiens 3-0 win over New York Rangers to bring his career total to 274 goals. He passed Howie Morenz as NHL's number 2 of all time leading goal scorer. Nice. He looks so angry though. Oh. Then we got a film premiere here in 1952, The Greatest Show on Earth, directed and produced by Cecil B. DeMille. Starring James Stewart and Charlton Heston, premiered in New York, later to receive the Best Picture in 1953. It's Charlton Heston, yeah. I've heard of him. So.
Yes, it's Charlton Heston.
Yep.
In 1953, the Bollingen Prize for Poetry is awarded to Archibald MacLeish.
Alright.
In 1956, Elvis Presley records his single Heartbreak Hotel.
Heartbreak Hotel. I don't know if that's how it goes, but I've heard of it. Never heard it, but I've heard of that song.
Well, that's one hotel where you shouldn't book a reservation.
Yeah, no.
In 1957, after Anthony Eden's resignation, Harold Macmillan becomes Prime Minister of the United Kingdom.
Ah, alright. Never heard of either of them, but cool. Well, that was happening in 1957 as well. Baseball Commissioner Ford Frick ruled Bing Crosby can keep token stock in Detroit Tigers, even though he owns part of the Pittsburgh Pirates as well. So
I didn't know Bing Crosby owned sports teams stocks.
Well, now you do. And then we got 1958 here. Jerry Lee Lewis's Great Balls of Fire. Goodness gracious, Great Balls of Fire. Dun, 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 dun. Reached number 1 in the UK pop charts. Yep. Nothing is more frightening than spherical, combustion. So. And 1965, the 15th NFL Pro Bowl at the LA Memorial Coliseum. Western Conference defeated Eastern Conference 34-14. Ooh, that's rough. Fran Tarkenson, Minnesota Vikings quarterback. Terry Barr, Detroit Lions defense back, I guess. I'm not sure.
Yeah, those MVPs.
Yeah.
In 1967, the 17th NBA All-Star Game, Cow Palace, San Francisco, California. West beats East 135-120. Most valuable player, Rick Barry, SF Warriors, SF.
Damn right, West beats East. West Coast, Best Coast, East Coast, Least Coast, yo. I don't know what I'm doing.
Anyway, in 1967, Edward W. Brooke, senior for the Republicans in Massachusetts, takes his seat as the first popularly elected Black American to the United States Senate.
Nice. Really nice. We got, sorry?
Oh, I thought it's my
I'm
my
sorry.
turn.
I guess I jumped the gun this time.
In 1972, Shaikh Mujibur Rahman, however he's pronounced, arrives in Dhaka, East Pakistan.
Alright.
And he is the founding father of Bangladesh.
I see. That's cool. And Bangladesh, where is Bangladesh?
So probably that's related.
Yeah, well, I guess he's probably doing, you know what, let me look up. Where is Bangladesh? Hold on. Bangladesh. It's in Asia, so maybe it's some kind of political thing between him and, where was he going? East Pakistan. That's interesting.
Wouldn't that be Bangladesh?
Hold on a second.
Oh no, that's east of India.
Yeah, well, I guess that's East Pakistan, so... Yeah. Okay. You know what, let me look at the maps here, actually, here. Come on, load up. Yeah. So that has to be East Pakistan. Bangladesh is East Pakistan, so... he arrived in Dhaka, East Pakistan. And then I guess, when was Bangladesh formed? When was Bangladesh? 1971, and this is 1970. So this has to be when he's taking office or something. This is just after it was formed.
Oh, so that was probably some political visit in Dhaka.
Yeah. Anyway, we're going to move on up into 1979. The Sun paper headline is Crisis? What crisis? As UK Prime Minister James Callaghan denied that the country is in chaos during the Winter of Discontent strike wave. That's very very relatable to today. Right now, they're going through a lot of Winter of Discontent strike right now. The hospitals are going insane. So it's a really rough patch for the UK right now. On top of that, they're facing power shortages, rationing. You know, God, like and now they're sending tanks to Ukraine. So now they might actually start like World War III with all this stuff. So yeah, people of Europe, especially the UK right now, yeah, hunker down. And of course, you know, Ukraine and all that stuff. But anyway, 1982, NFC Championship, Candlestick Park, San Francisco. The San Francisco 49ers defeated Dallas Cowboys 28-27. That's a close game. The catch, iconic movement in NFL history. Dwight Clark made a fingertip catch for a touchdown from Joe Montana with 58 inches remaining. San Francisco goes on to win the Super Bowl. Dang, so that is a by the skin of your teeth type of moment right there. Let's see here. The Catch, 1982. Let me see if I can find this. 1982, The Catch. Football. Let's see here. Images. Oh, I see. Yeah, he caught it with his fingertips. That is very close. Yeah.
Oh.
It's too bad Doom Guy isn't here to express his appreciation. He played football, so... Then in 1984, Louis Aparicio, Harmon Killebrew, and Don Drysdale were elected to baseball's Hall of Fame. And only 2/3 of those people are here, so Lewis, it's kind of funny. The first name named, it's not a name highlighted, so that's strange. Let's move on back to you, Mr. Blob.
Alright, in 1985, Daniel Ortega was inaugurated as president of Nicaragua for the first time.
Alright. Cool.
And also in 1985, Lenny Wilkens becomes the first to coach in 1,000 NBA games when his Seattle Supersonics defeat the Golden State Warriors 89-86.
Ooh, that's cool. So before he was a coach, he was a point guard, so he played in a coach. He was the first one to coach 1,000 games. That is awesome, and that's a close game, 89-86. That's close.
Yeah.
Hey, we've spoken about this guy a couple of times.
Yes, in 1986, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar of the Los Angeles Lakers scores his 34,000th career point during 124-102 win over the Indiana Pacers. The only NBA player to reach the milestone at that time, remains all-time leader with 38,387 points.
Woo! Damn! That's a lot of points, bro!
Yes.
Wow. So he's a lot better than I thought he was. Jeez, man. Like, I need to pay more attention to this stuff.
I think it's back to you.
All right. 1989, the LA Kings center Wayne Gretzky became the NHL's all-time leading scorer in combined regular season and playoff points. 4 assists and 5-4 home win over Edmonton brings his total to 2011, one more than Gordie Howe. Dang. And in 1990, China lifts their martial law imposed after the Tiananmen Square massacre of 1989, which they say doesn't exist. But there's some people out there who believe the Earth is flat. So yeah, people will say whatever they want.
We apologize to all viewers who are just disconnected from the internet for mentioning that word.
Oh yeah, whoops. Then we also have some sports history here in 1996. Jimmy Johnson announced as new coach of Miami Dolphins. Hey. Football. More football stuff. Where is Doom Guy? Come on.
Probably playing football.
Probably.
In 1997, Arnoldo Ailman sworn in as president of Nicaragua. What a last name.
Ailman?
Yeah. Wonder what his favorite drink is.
Probably lemonade.
The Hopman Cup tennis, Karina Habsudova and Karol Kuchera beat French pair Mary Pierce and Cedric Pioline 6-3, 6-4 for a 2-1 win, and Slovakia's first title. In 1998, the Vancouver Canucks veteran center Marc Messier becomes the 6th player in NHL history to record 1,000 assists in a 2-2 tie against the Florida Panthers at General Motors Place.
Cool. We got a television debut here in 1999, The Sopranos, starring James Gandolfini as mobster Tony Soprano, debuts on HBO. And that is actually kind of tragic. I thought he was no. This is when this is the television debut of The Sopranos. Okay, I thought for a second that was his debut because he was a really great actor, and he unfortunately suffered a heart attack and passed away at the age of 51 in the year 2013. So
I see.
Yeah, really great actor. 1999 as well, the 25th People's Choice Awards. Tom Hanks and Sandra Bullock win Dramatic Motion Picture, and Tim Allen and Helen Hunt won for television. It has to be Tool Time or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. 1999 as well, Fatboy Slim's music single "Praise You" hit #1 in the UK. All right.
It's called Home Improvement, by the way.
Oh yeah, Home Improvement. Sorry, Tool Time with Tim Allen. Is part of Home Improvement.
Yes.
I wonder what Tom Hanks was doing. A dramatic motion picture. Oh, was that Castaway?
I have no idea.
Like Sandra Bullock played his wife, I think. I don't know. Anyway, back to you, sir.
Yes, sir. In 2004, the 9th Critics' Choice Movie Awards. The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King wins Best Film.
Dang right it does. It's a good movie.
And in 2006, the 32nd People's Choice Awards. Johnny Depp and Sandra Bullock win for Motion Picture, and Ray Romano and Jennifer Garner win for Television.
Well, Ray Romano, obviously everyone loves Raymond or something, and Johnny Depp and Sandra Bullock again, like she was the one up here, right? Sandra Bullock, yeah. So
yeah,
she's in this thing again. Pirates of the Caribbean, maybe? I don't know.
Well, with Johnny Depp, could be.
Yeah. Well, Johnny Depp, wasn't he, Sparrow?
Yes,
yeah.
He was Captain Jack Sparrow.
Anyway,
Oh, I thought it's me still.
Yeah, it is. Go ahead.
In 2011, we have the FIFA Ballon d'Or. Barcelona forward Lionel Messi wins the second straight award from teammates Andres Iniesta and Xavi. Brazilian forward Marta wins Women's Award for the 5th consecutive year.
Nice.
All those Brazilians only have the first name for some reason.
Yeah, well, maybe it's hard to pronounce. I don't know, but then again, they write a lot of crazy names in this thing.
Yeah, it must be some cultural thing. Our viewers probably can tell us why.
Yep. While that was happening in 2011 as well, Sir Ian McKellen officially confirmed that he will reprise the role of Gandalf in the Hobbit film adaptations. Nice. 2013, the 39th People's Choice Awards. Robert Downey Jr. and Jennifer Lawrence won Movie Star, and Nathan Fillion and Ellen Pompeo won with TV Drama. I don't know who those guys are. I know who Robert Downey Jr. is. Oh, so obviously it's one of the Iron Man movies.
I think I know the name Jennifer Lawrence.
I don't know who Jennifer Lawrence is, really. I've heard the name, but I think she played Pepper Potts. I'm not sure. Anyway, we got a Hopman Cup here in 2015, held in Perth. Poland's Agnieszka Radwanska and Jerry Janowicz defeated U.S. pair Serena Williams and John Isner 7-5, 6-3 to clinch a 2-1 win. Earlier, Radwanska defeated Williams 6-4, 6-7, 6-1. Dang. And then 2016, 73rd 2016, the 73rd Golden Globes, The Revenant, The Martian, Leonardo DiCaprio and Brie Larson won. Finally. Well, actually, no, that's not an Oscar. That's Golden Globe. But Leo DiCaprio, really great actor. So, and I believe it is your turn?
Yes. In 2018, Jeff Bezos becomes the second man worth over $100 billion as his wealth hits $106 billion due to a rise in Amazon's share price.
At some point, how much money do you need? How much, ridiculous.
Yes.
Ridiculous.
Oh my God. No, can you please scroll up?
Oh.
In 2019, 13-year-old Jane Kloss, is probably how you pronounce it, escapes her kidnapper after 3 months in captivity in Wisconsin. So, what happened there? That sounds awful.
I don't know, but I hope to God they wasn't force-feeding her cheese, But
I hope to God he didn't do other bad things.
Yeah, no, obviously, worse things that can happen to you than being force-fed cheese, but it's Wisconsin. I had to make a cheese joke, even if the subject matter is disgusting. But yeah, at least she escaped, so that's good,
Yes. In 2019, Lady Gaga apologizes for working with R. Kelly in light of docu-series Surviving R. Kelly.
So only sorry after she gets uncovered. I see. Celebrities,
Yeah, he was the guy who sang "I Believe I Can Fly," I think.
Yeah. And then let's see here. Moving on up. You got one more? No, you did your 3, right? I don't remember.
I think I did.
2021. Go for it.
Okay, in 2021, the PGA of America, whatever that is, pulls the 2022 PGA Championship from Trump National GC at Bedminster, New Jersey. Days after supporters of President Donald Trump supposedly attacked the U.S. Capitol.
Yeah, they did not attack the Capitol. Like, stop pushing this shit. You
Yeah.
know, like they're really trying to push this lie. Like, really trying, and it's starting to get annoying. You know, it's like talking to a freaking 3-year-old. No, I didn't do it. I didn't eat the chocolate. It's like, bro, you have chocolate all over your face. I didn't do it. It wasn't me. It's like, just tell the truth, okay? Like, enough. Like, it's ridiculous. It's embarrassing. It's downright embarrassing to know that I'm the same species of the idiots who believe this crap. You know.
That was the worst organized attack in U.S. history. They didn't even bring any weapons.
Yeah, you really think, that the commander-in-chief of the strongest army in the history of the planet, if he wanted to, he wouldn't be, that'd be his best attempt? Come on. No. Anyway, 2022, just last year, 79th Golden Globes, Best Film, The Power of the Dog, Drama, West Side Story, Comedy, Musical, Best TV Series, Succession, and Best Director, Jane Campion, Motion Picture. Cool. Why does she... is it just me, or am I getting, like, some serious, Anne Frank vibes from this lady's picture here? Like...
I don't think that's... we should continue, I think.
Well, I mean, she has the same hairstyle, she's posing the same way, she looks like her. Anyway, 2022 as well, the U.S. Mint issued quarter coins commemorating poet Maya Angelou, the first black woman to be depicted. Okay, for a second, I thought that said decapitated. I'm like, what? What happened? Maya Angelou, no! Oh my god.
What the...
The first black woman to be depicted. So good. Yeah, so, oh my god. Whoa, wow. Today, this is not history, this is news. Prince Harry's memoir, Spare, goes on sale worldwide, revealing controversial details of his upbringing and falling out with the British royal family. So, yeah, if you're into that crap, go out and get some. So...
As a German, I know what affiliation he had a few years ago, so don't believe everything he writes.
I'm sorry I keep fading in and out in the background. My vape smoke provides an actual green screen effect in front of my face. It's weird. Anyway, before we move on to the births and deaths, audience, were there any articles that grabbed your attention more than most? Anything you wish we'd elaborated more about? Anything you would have liked to say had you been here? Just leave a comment in the dialogue section, or leave a comment in the comment section. Whatever, I don't know. Anyway, let's move on into births. Mr. Blob, would you like to start us off in 1480?
Alright, in 1480, Margaret of Austria, regent of the Netherlands, she was born in the city of Brussels, Belgium, and died in 1530, so around 50 years old.
Alright, yeah, 50, on the dot. Well, probably 49 or 51, depending on, the actual date of death or something, I don't know,
I don't think it's 51. Okay. Anyway, in 1538, we have the birth of Louis of Nassau. He was a Dutch nobleman and general who led the Dutch revolt against the Spanish rule, born in Dillenburg, Germany. And he died in 1574.
Huh. So that wasn't a long life either. That's just hold on, let me do the math here. 74 minus 38. 36. 30. Whoa, that's young. That's I'm almost 36. So...
Yeah, but he was a general, so it's likely he fell on a battlefield.
Actually, let me see here. Killed in battle at the Battle of Mukerheit. Look at you. So.
Yeah.
And let's just go 3 for 3 now. Let's keep it uniform. So.
Okay. In 1738, it was the birth of Ethan Allen. She was American Revolutionary War. Oh no, he. I'm sorry. He was American Revolutionary War patriot. He led the Green Mountain Boys and was born in Litchfield, Connecticut, and died in 1789.
Probably during battle too. Apoplectic fit. What the hell is that? That
sounds like seizure or something.
Also known as apoplexy, refers to a sudden neurological impairment often resulting from a brain hemorrhage or a stroke. As a medical condition, an apoplectic fit it has a sudden onset. A person's sense and motions are stifled. It can also be used to describe an extreme rage or anger. So his brain popped. It sounds like that's rough. And it's like that one guy from King of the Hill who got so angry he died. So anyway, 1843 we have Frank James. He was a U.S. outlaw or an American outlaw. He was a member of the James Younger Gang, born in Clay County, Missouri. So that sounds Jesse James. So
yeah, there were two brothers, but I don't know if Frank James was the other one.
Who was Jesse James's brother? Who was Jesse James' brother? Frank. Jesse James brothers.
Yeah, it was him.
Frank. Okay, yeah, and it's that's the same guy. So this was Jesse James' brother, born on the state in 1843. Well, look at that. We also have George Washington Carver. Hey, born on the state in 1864, a black U.S. Or black American, whatever, agricultural scientist, studied the peanut. Born in Diamond Grove, Missouri, or also July 12th, whatever that is. I don't know what this is, but
birthdays.
But yeah, he studied 36 or 70, a lot of ways to use the peanut, including but not limited to peanut butter. So, was that my three?
I think so.
All
yes.
right.
In 1880, we have Manuel Azaña. He was Prime Minister of Spain from 1931 to 1933 and second President of the Spanish Republic from 36 to 39. He was born in Alcalá de Henares in Spain.
Nice.
And he died in 1940.
Not nice. Wait, 1940? Oh, okay. So that's 60 years. Okay. So, all right.
Yes. In 1908, we have Paul Henreid. He was Austrian-American actor in Casablanca, now Voyager. He was born in Trieste, Italy, and died in 1992.
Oh, we were talking about Casablanca earlier.
Yes.
Great movie. That is interesting, actually. A few weeks before that movie came out, the actor was born on the dates, obviously way before that, but still. Huh. That's interesting. Having your birthday and then a couple weeks later, your movie comes out. That's cool. Dan, a lot of scrolling. Come on, give us somebody. There we go.
In 1936, we have Stephen E. Ambrose. He was American historian, for example, Band of Brothers. And he was born in Lovington, Illinois, and died in 2002.
All right. I wonder, because Band of Brothers was... Hold on a second. When did Band of Brothers come out? September 9th, 2001. So, and then he died in October 13th, 2002. So he was only on there for almost just under a year. So that sucks. But
as I understand it, he did historical research. He didn't act in the thing.
Yeah, he's a historian. So what a way to go out, though, working on Band of Brothers and dying during that project. That sucks, but that's a pretty cool way to go out, to be remembered.
I think it's your turn again.
All right, 1938 we have Frank Mahovlich, Canadian Hockey Canadian Hockey Hall of Fame left wing, politician, 6-time Stanley Cup winner, born in Timmins, Ontario. He's 85 today. Happy birthday. William McCovey. I've seen this guy's pictured a lot of times here. A U.S. Baseball Hall of Fame first baseman, 6-time MLB All-Star, National League MVP of 1969, National League home run leader 1963, 68, and 69 for the San Francisco Giants, born in Mobile, Alabama. And, the mobile jokes for phones. We unfortunately lost this guy in 2018, but, happy birthday and rest in peace. We also have Jim Croce, 1943, a U.S. singer-songwriter, Time in a Bottle, Bad, Leroy Brown, born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, dying in 1973. He was 30-something, right? Yeah, 30. Wow, that's young.
It's plane pressure, of course.
Ooh, this guy.
And in 1945, we have the birthday of Rod Stewart. He is a British singer. Maggie May, Do Ya Think I'm Sexy, Downtown Train, and of course Sailing, which is not mentioned here. And he's a model railroad designer born in London, England. Some guys have all the luck. It's his 70th birthday today. Happy birthday.
Well, that's an interesting change of pace. All this song stuff. Also, a model railroad designer. What? Like, that's interesting.
Well, he's an artist, so...
Yeah.
In 1948, we have Donald Fagen. It's his 75th birthday today. American rock vocalist, keyboardist, and songwriter for Steely Dan, brilliant in the years. He was born in Passaic, New Jersey.
We also have George Foreman, 1949, a U.S. boxer, world heavyweight champion, 1973 through 74, as well as 95. That's a stint. Born in Marshall, Texas. Tejas, huh? George Foreman. He was also an entrepreneur. He made the George Foreman grill. You can just drain the fat right into the trough. So, we also have, let's see here, give me something. Here we go. Sergei Bergura, 1971, Italian tennis star, born in Barcelona, Spain. He's 52 today. And then we also have Jared Kushner, 1981, a U.S. real estate developer and son-in-law and advisor to Donald Trump, born in Livingston, New Jersey. So that's why that name's familiar. He was involved with the Trump stuff. So.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
Yep. And we're going to move on into deaths here. Do you want to start us off in 314?
All right. In 314, we have the death of Pope Saint Miltiades. He was Bishop of Rome from 311 to 314. Which probably was Pope at the time.
Yes. And who else do we have? Here we go.
Oh, in 1778, we have Carl Linnaeus, Swedish botanist, explorer, and the father of taxonomy. He died at 70 years old. He was born in 1707.
A taxonomy, is that like taxidermy?
No, taxonomy is naming the species.
Okay.
The way of naming things.
Oh, okay, so like, great white is Carcarius or something like that? Like, so...
Yeah.
Okay, so that's cool.
Also, the classification of species, race, whatever else there is. Oh, I know this guy's name.
Ooh, this guy.
In 1862, we have the death of Samuel Colt. He was American inventor and industrialist. The Colt 6-shot revolver. He died of gout at 47, and he was born in 1814.
Yeah, that's a painful way to go, man. Gout. That's rough. We also have Gordon Granger in 1876, a American Major General during the Civil War, the Union Army, died at the age of 54. So he was born in 1822. 201 years ago. So interesting. We also have Teddy Flack, 1935, an Australian athlete, got the Olympic gold 800 meter, 1500 meter in 1996, dies at the age of 61. Born in 1873, mate. And I have one more, right? I wasn't counting.
Yeah.
We have Gabriela Mistral, 1957, a Chilean poet, Nobel Prize for Literature in 1945. Also, she was an educator, a diplomat, and she died of pancreatic cancer at the age of 67. Was born in 1889. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh my God, no. In 1983, we have the death of Roy DeMeo. He was a U.S. gangster for the Gambino crime family. He was murdered at 40 years old, and he was born in 1942.
Yeah, well, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. So.
Yeah. In 2004, it was the death of Spalding Gray. He was an American actor for Beaches, Clara's Heart, and Heavy Petting. He committed suicide at the age of 62. He was born in 1941.
That's sad, man. Oh.
And in 2016, we have the death of David Bowie. He was an English rock singer-songwriter. Space Oddity, Changes, Ziggy Stardust, Heroes. He also was a mime and actor, for example in Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence and Labyrinth. He died of cancer at 69 and he was born in 1947. He also was known as Major Tom.
Yeah, I remember 2016, Harambe, David Bowie dying, a whole bunch of people. 2016, I remember specifically 2016 being a rough year, and then 2020 happened, and then it's just been getting worse ever since. Like, as I've been saying, 2016 was the trailer. Now, in 2020 was the tutorial level, and then now we're in, level 1 or level 2. If you compare the years to, video game experiences, so...
Yeah, and Fallout 3 is coming up soon.
Oh, God.
And hopefully not.
Oh.
It's good.
Anyway, 2017, we lost Claire Hollingworth, was a British war correspondent who was the first to report on the outbreak of World War II. Died at the age of 105. So that's a long life and a very storied life. The first British person to talk about, to report about World War II. That is amazing.
Yes. He was born in 1911.
Yeah, she was. And look at her with all of her binoculars and bags and, things for stuff. And she was ready.
So she lived through the First World War and reported first on the second.
Yes, she did. So, and then I'm just going to take 2022 here. Khan Jamal Khan! Warren Chesborough, a U.S. jazz vibraphonist and marimba player, Sounds of Liberation Creative Art Ensemble, died of kidney failure at the age of 75. Rest in peace.
Is a vibraphone something like a theremin?
I don't know. Let me check this out here. Vibraphone. Vibraphonist. Oh, okay. It's like a xylophone, but more advanced.
Okay.
So, that's cool.
All right.
Anyway, that shall conclude the show today. Once again, you can check the underbar of the description for any links you may find interesting, including but not limited to all things Omni Coalition. Go check out our other stuff. Anyway, for your dose of Past Events Daily, we stream every day at 10 in the morning Pacific Time, which is 11 Mountain, 12 Central, 1 p.m. Eastern.
7 p.m. German time.
Yep. Anyway, for all of you and all of us, I'm Xander.
I'm Protoblob.
And you are you. And until you catch us tomorrow, or if you're interested in some news, notable events, weather, and sports, we have that coming up in a few hours at 2 p.m. Pacific Time. Anyway, until then, don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe. Toodles!
Toodles!